Very warm welcome to Arihant Online Academy, and in this session we are going to discuss one of the most important sorting algorithm, that is merge sort. Yes guys, we are starting from very beginning, from very scratch. So if one doesn't know about anything about merge sort, he or she can grasp complete concept here one by one, right? So guys, do watch this video until the end, and I am assuring you that you will got complete concept here. So let's start. Merge sort is a divide and conquer paradigm algorithm, and it was invented by John von Neumann. So the paradigm to solve the algorithm is divide and conquer, DAC. That is, suppose a bigger problem is there. So you need to divide it into sub problems and keep dividing on the sub problems until you got the smallest sub problem, and after that solve all smallest problem, keep them adding, and after that you will got the solution for your bigger problem. This is the divide and conquer strategy. Okay, so merge sort divides the input array into two halves and then merges the two sorted halves. Okay, so you can understand it like that. Suppose an unsorted array is given to us. Suppose unsorted array, for example, 4 1 9 7. Okay, it is unsorted array which is given to us. So to sort it, if we will apply merge sort approach, we need to divide it into two equal halves, and I have divided into two equal halves, and I need to copy the elements as it is, that is 4 1, and here 9 and 7. After that I again need to divide it into two equal halves, 4 and 1, and here it would be 9 and 7. Okay guys, now after this I need to add them because it is the smallest problem. So I will compare them and then I will merge them. So it would be 1 and then 4. Okay, here it would be 7 and then 9. Okay, after that I will add them by comparing 1 with 7. 1 would be first, after that 4, then 7, and then 9. So it is my sorted array. Okay, so what I did, unsorted array was there. I divided it into two equal halves. After that I again divided into two equal halves. Once I got the smallest problem, I add them by comparing. It is smallest sorted array. It is one of the smallest sorted array because what I did here two-way merging. I compared them, two elements, and add them. Again I applied the same process and compare them, and I put it into my array. So it is my sorted array guys. So merge sort is an efficient general purpose and comparison based sorting algorithm. So I hope that these points you have got it right. Now merge sort algorithm is as follows, but before discussing merge sort, it is simplest one, that divide the array into two equal halves, sort the first half, again sort the second half, and merge them. So we will discuss it later, but before that we need to focus on the major part of merge sort, that is merging is the major part of sorting algorithm. It is the most important part of a merge sort. So let us understand it like, for example, an array is given to us. For example, an array is given to us, 5 7 9 and 11, and 50 60 70 and 80. Okay, this is the array which is given to us. So you can easily observe that this is here one sorted array is here 5 7 9 11 and 50 60 70 80. Two sorted arrays there in the given array, and we need to merge them by sorting. So what I will do, I will take two new subarrays of equal length, two new subarrays, and I will copy all these elements as it is into it. So I will just copy the elements as it is: 5 7 9 11, and at last place just put infinity symbol, and in second array just put 50. Just copy all the elements as it is, right? I copied all elements as it is, and in the last index I put infinity. Okay, so suppose indexing of our unsorted array is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Okay guys, so I required order of n extra space for this. I need order of n extra space. Why guys? Why I need this? To copy all the elements, for sorting purpose. I need order of n extra space to copy these elements into this. And then I have that original array I have empty. I have original array is empty. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. What I will do, an I pointer is denoting the first index of this array, and j pointer is indicating first index of this array. I will compare I with j, the element I with j. 5 is less than 50. Yes, so I will put 5 on the first index, and then I will increment this array. Now I will compare 7 with 50. 7 is less than 50. I will put 7 here. Again I will increment my ith array here. 9 and 59 would be here. Again I will increment this array I, and 11 would be here. Okay, and again I will increment I. So when I will indicate infinity means this array is empty, so what I will do, I will just copy the remaining elements of this array as it is, because they are already sorted: 50 60 70 and 80. Okay, so this is the process of merging. What is the process guys? Here it is the algorithm of merging, that merge apqr n1 equals to q minus p plus 1 and n2 equals to r minus q. It is the first half elements, it is the second half elements. Okay, first half elements and second half elements. After that, let l equals to 1 to n1 plus 1 and r equals to 1 to n2 plus 1. So for example, these are n1 elements and these are n2 elements. Okay, so I have this l array here and I have r array here, and in l array I have n1 elements, in r I have n2 elements. For I equals to 1 to n1 means in the first array, I need to traverse. I have put all the, I have copy all the elements into this first array, and for j equals to 1 to n2 I have put all the elements of the remaining array. So in new array I had to put infinity symbol at the last, just to indicate the empty, just to indicate whether the array is completed or not, or at the last position of array. And then I equals to 1 and j equals to 1. I is denoting this array L, and j is denoting this one, second array of r, and they are initially denoting the first index of their respective array. For k equals to p to r, this was my initial position, k equals to p to r. From this p to last position r, I need to compare the first element of this with first element of this. Whatever is lesser, I need to replace it into the position of ak equals to li, that I will put the ai element here because it is the smallest one, and after that I will increment my pointer, and then whatever element will be laser I will put into this array, and one by one I will put all the elements into array. I will increment both the pointers I and j as well as this k pointer of my final array. And by following this approach I had merged two sorted arrays into my bigger arrays. So this is the process which is called as merging. It is called as merging. And for merging I required order of n time. Why? For merging, why I required, because I need to copy all the elements. I need to copy all the elements into new arrays, and again I need to compare one element with each other one, and I need to move it into the new array. So order of n plus order of n time. This order of n is for copying all n elements. This order of n elements is to compare all n elements with each other and put it into the new array. So ultimately order of n time will be required for merging. Basically it is required for copy for copying all elements into new arrays. Okay guys, now let's come to the main topic, that is the merge sort. So after merging, what we need to do is we need to apply sort algorithm, merge sort APR. Basically if p is less than r, we need to divide it into two halves and apply merge sort on first half, merge sort on second half, and then we need to merge. So this is merge sort, this is merge sort, and this is merging. So these merge sorts are different than merging. Okay guys, so we can again understand it with our simple problem. For example, we have a simple array, for example 7 5 1 2 4 and 3. Okay guys, this is our array, and we need to apply merge sort on it. Okay guys, so merge sort APR. So how many elements are these are total 6 elements guys, from indexing 1 2 3 4 5 6. We have total 6 elements, so I am applying merge sort on 1 to 6. Okay guys, so for applying merge sort, I need to apply step 1, step 2 and step 3 after dividing them with 2. So merge sort 1 to 6, q plus r divided by 2, 1 plus 6 7, 1 plus 6 divided by 2. Okay guys, and take floor value of that, and take floor value. So I will get 3. So I need to apply merge sort from 1 to 3 here. After that I need to apply merge sort from remaining one, that is from 4 to 6 here. And after that in third step I need to merge all them. So I will merge 1 3 4 6. I will merge all them. Okay, now I will merge them, but I will merge 1 3 and 6. Okay, so merge sort 1 2 3 again 3 step will be repeated. Merge sort from 1 plus 3 divided by 2, that is 1 to 2, and then merge sort 3 of 3, and then I need to merge 1 2 3. Here again I will need to apply this merge sort 1 plus 2 divided by 2, that is 1 of 1, then merge sort 2 of 2, and then merge 1 1 and 2. Just these 3 steps I am following. Here it is okay single. Okay, it is I need to merge here. Okay, no problem. Here merge sort 4 plus 6 10 divided by 2, that is 5. So 4 to 5, and then merge sort I need to apply on 6 to 6, that is the remaining element, and then I need to merge 4 5 4 6 6. Okay, whatever the remaining one. And here again I need to apply merge sort on 4 to 4, merge sort on 5 to 5, and then I need to merge 4 5 5. Okay guys, so I hope it is clear to you that what I am doing here. I think it is clear to you. Okay guys, now let me change the color of my pen. This is the first function which I will execute, merge sort 1 to 1. After that I will traverse to this function, and this function will be executed, but it is not yet completed. So when I will call merge sort 1 to 3, it will call merge sort 1 to 2. It is the third function I will call in order. After that it will call merge sort 1 1. This will be executed completely because it is the smallest problem. After that this problem merge sort 2 2 will be executed. After that merge sort merge, after merge sort it will get merged. So sixth function, this is called. After completion of that, this will be executed. Then seventh function will be called. After execution of this, eighth time this function will get called. After that, this will get executed, right? And after that, this function will get called 9. After calling that, this is not yet executed, this will call merge sort 4 5. So 10th time this function will be executed. After that, merge sort 4 4, it will got call and it will got executed. After that, this function will call and it will got executed. After that, this function will be called and will get executed. After that, I will reach to this function, this is now executed. Now merge sort 6 6 will be called, that is it is called as a 14th function. This will got executed. After that, we have to merge all them, that is 15th time this function will be called. After that, again I will reach to this function, this function will got executed. And then 16th time this function will be called. If this will executed, it will reach here and our task will get completed. So total 16 functions will be called in order to sort them. Okay guys. So you can also take let me change again the color of pen so that you can understand it well. Now let's take and let's understand it with the help of a stack. Okay, it is our stack. And first time function 1 is called, so the activation record of first function will get stored in stack. After that, function 2 will be called, so activation record of function 2 will get stored here in the stack. After that, function 3 will get called, so activation record of function 3 will be stored here. After that, function 4 will be called, so activation record of function 4 will be stored here. But if you will observe function 4, that is merge sort 1 1, so merge sort 1 to 6, in order to sort all these 6 elements, we need to first apply merge sort on 1 2 3. We need to apply merge sort on 1 2 3. On applying merge sort 1 to 3, we need to apply merge sort on 1 to 2. And on applying merge sort on 1 to 2, we need to apply merge sort on 1 to 1, that is 7. So 7 itself is sorted and 5 itself is sorted, right? So we need to merge them. So when 4 is executed, 5 will be placed here because it is the uppermost layer which I am getting empty in stack. So I will put fifth activation record of fifth function here. So 7 itself is sorted, 5 itself is sorted. Now 5 is executed complete enough. Activation record of function 6 will be called, and it is saying that merge 1 1 2. So whatever we are getting, we need to merge it after executing, after applying merge sort. So from 7 and 5 is smaller, so it will get compared with 7, it will be put at first and then 7 will be there, and then merge sort 1 is completed. So function 3 is now executed. So function 3 is executed. After that, function 7 will be called, so function 7 will be on the top of a stack. I need to apply merge sort 3 3. So 1 itself is sorted, but now I need to apply merge sort here, merging. After applying merging, so 7 is called successfully executed. After that, 8th function will be called and activation record of 8th function will be stored in the stack. Function 8 is merge 1 2 3. So after applying sorting, I need to merge 1 2 3, that is 1 would be first, then 5 and then 7. Okay, and this is how 8th function will be executed. After that, merge sort 1 2 3 is completely executed and we have 1 5 7 is a sorted list. After that, function 9 will get called. So function 9 after function 6th, okay, so function 6 function 4 5, and after that what I will 4 here 5 is 6th was executed successfully. Okay, so function 2 is executed successfully. Now here function 2 is executed successfully, so let it delete from the stack. And now function 9 will get called. So activation record of function 9 will be stored in the stack. After that, function 10 will be called. So function 10 will be called here. After function 10, function 11 will be called. Function 11 is merge sort between 4 and 5. So 11 is merge sort 11. So 10 was merge sort 4 5, but for that I need to merge fourth element. So 2 is sorted itself. After that merge sort 12 is called. So function 12 is called. So function 12 is merge sort 5 fifth element 5 5 index fifth element. So 5 itself is sorted. So 12 is executed successfully. After that function 13 will be called, and 13 is merge fourth and fifth. So I need to apply merging on the fourth and fifth. So it is second and fifth element would be written like that, and function 13 is called, and merge sort on fourth and fifth is done after executing them in order 2 and 5. After that function 14 will be called. Because function 10 is executed successfully, function 14 will be called, that is merge sort 6 6. So sixth index element is 3, and I need to apply merging on 4 6 6, that is 2 5 and 3. I need to apply merge sort, that is function 9. So 14 is executed successfully. After that I need to apply merge on 4th and 6th. So 15 is called, and I need to apply merging on 2 5 3. So it would be like 2 then 3, okay, 2, and it was 4 guys. So 2 and 4 is here. So 2 3 and 4. So function 15 is called itself successfully, and function 9 is executed successfully. After that function 16 will be executed, and function 16 is merge 1 3 and 6. So I need to merge all these elements 1 5 7 and 2 3 4. So they will get compared with each other, and 1 2 3 4 5 and 7 they will be executed in that order. So function 16 get executed, and function first at last get executed, and we will get the sequence 1 2 3 4 5 7. That is, we got our merge sort result, and result is 1 2 3 4 5 7. Okay guys, so you will observe here we have n elements. Okay, in this stack space we are getting log of n plus 1 and their floor value as a stack space, that is 1 2 3 4. 4 stack space we will require to sort them, that is nothing but log of n plus 1 and take floor value of that. So this is the procedure of merge sort. Okay guys, and if we talk about space complexity guys, space complexity of merge sort, that what is the space complexity of merge sort, then we will require order of n for copying all elements into the array, as we are required order of an extra space, plus we will require order of log n plus 1 for stack space. It is stack space. So total number of space we will require order of n plus log n, and n is basically prioritized as it is the bigger term. So order of n is the space complexity, or you can say that auxiliary space will be required. Auxiliary space is order of n for merge sort. Okay guys, so it is the space complexity order of n. And time complexity is, guys, you can observe here that this is the merge sort function. It is the algorithm. For example, it is tn. We are dividing the complete n element to divide by 2. So it is nothing but tn divided by 2, and again we are dividing whole elements with twicely, and we will repeat them until we are getting smallest one. So tn by 2, tn by 2. And for merging we are require order of n time. For merging, as I told you here, that for merging we required order of n times, right? So for merging we require order of time n times. So time complexity equation we are getting here is tn equals to twice of tn by 2 plus order of n. It is the equation we are getting. And if we will apply Master's theorem on it, guys, if we will apply Master's theorem, we will get theta of n log n, theta of n log n for best case, for average case, and for worst case. this would be our time complexity, that is order of n log n. It is the time complexity of merge sort. Why it is merge sort? We have applied Master's theorem on this equation. Space complexity would be order of n, and this is the merge sort application. Stack space would be required log n plus 1, and merging is like this, and this is the merge sort algorithm. Okay guys, now application of merge sort guys. So important guys, many times asked in exam, merge sort is useful in sorting linked list in order of n log n time. So in order of n log n times, if you want to sort linked list, for that merge sort you can use merge sort. Merge sort is also used in inversion count problem, and merge sort is also used in external sorting algorithm guys. And if you talk about drawbacks of merge sort, then basically it is slower for a smaller task as compared to other algorithms. Means you can simply say that merge sort basically prefers large data, right? So if we will sort a smaller problems, smaller tasks, it would be slower. It would be slower as compared to other algorithm like insertion sort or like that, right? So that is why it is preferred for large elements, bigger elements, massive data elements. Okay, and merge sort algorithm requires additional memory space of order of n for temporary array. That is why it is called as out of place algorithm. I have told you what is in place, what is out place in our previous lectures, that basics of sorting and in place algorithm, right? So there I have discussed about important terminologies of sorting algorithm. That is why it is out of place, because it required order of n extra space, and it goes through the whole process even if the array is sorted. So even if array is sorted, it will apply the same procedure and goes on until it completed the last element, right? So these are some of the drawbacks of merge sort algorithm. So guys, I hope you have got the concept of merge sort clearly here. You can ask your all doubts of GATE, UGC net here in our comment section. If you are facing any kind of queries as well, you can ask us and I will try to solve your all queries of sorting algorithm here. Have a very nice day guys. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.